Sitting in the car trying to find a quiet place to make a video. Been working with advisors for a long time. Much of that work from 1998 on has been about connecting with new people, getting in front of more qualified prospects. Now, there's a common issue amongst advisors in converting those new people, new relationships, maybe older relationships, but social relationships, into prospect relationships, into opportunities. The question always comes up with our new advisors. Okay, I'm connected with people on LinkedIn that want to talk to me. What do I do now? Here's a tip for you. Okay. In that initial call, which is a social rapport building call, you want to focus on accomplishing two things. Number one, you've got to learn that person's life situation, right? Ask about family, ask about maybe parents, ask about, what do they do? Ask about what they're excited about in life, right? We want to learn who they are because as a professional, the types of problems and issues that you can solve for people. Now, they might say something like, oh my gosh, I got a couple teenagers. They're going off to college in a couple of years. I'm worried about that. Or I've got aging parents that I'm taking care of. Or maybe I got a 35-year-old adult child who's living in my basement. Anyway, so there's a lot of issues that people have in life that you can speak to and potentially offer solutions to. Now, that brings me to the second thing you need to find. You have to find a problem or an issue that you can solve for that person, right? If you're unable to find a problem or an issue that you can solve for that person, likely you're dead in the water, and that's okay. Not everybody is going to turn into a prospect, but those people where you can find an issue that you can provide a solution to give you the open opportunity to follow up with them. Now, when you're on that call, don't say anything about that issue. Put that in your back pocket. Have a nice rapport-based call. Don't try to accomplish any business whatsoever. If you do, you're going to turn them off. The day after that call, maybe 2 days after that call, reach out to that person you met. Thank them again for the time. Let them know how much you've enjoyed talking with them. And let them know that you can't get this one thing out of your mind. You said this thing. Maybe they're going through a divorce, right? I don't know if they'd offer that up in the first call, but some people would. Maybe they're going through a divorce and you can't get out of your mind that the divorce is going to have a financial impact on them and that you've helped your clients through a number of divorces before. Hey, I've got some ideas and some tips for you. What do you say we schedule time on Friday? Maybe we grab a cup of coffee Friday morning. I'd love to share some ideas with you around that divorce, or around putting 3 teenage kids through college in a few years, or around paying for your aging parents. Any of these topics that you can speak to. So what you've done is you learned their situation, you built some rapport, you uncovered an issue. You followed up with them a day later, focusing on that issue and offering them your expertise, some ideas and tips. I'd love to give you a little idea and a little advice around this particular topic. Let's grab coffee on Friday. You've just scheduled your next meeting with them, and you've laid out the expectation that you're going to be talking business. So if you're struggling converting new rapport-based conversations into follow-up business conversations, accomplish those two things. Get to know them, uncover an issue, and then follow up around that issue so you can have your business conversation. A little long-winded, I'm sorry. Of course, if you got any questions, I'm always here to bounce some ideas around with you. But that is a really easy way to transition average social calls into business calls. Hope this is helpful.